Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day. Today is the day 379th, and we have just begun with our week 55 on the theme of commitment. Last evening, we briefly discussed how commitment is the invisible thread that binds our practices, morning meditation, evening cleaning, and the universal prayer with the purpose and steadiness. Tonight, let's go a step deeper and reflect on why commitment is so vital on this inner journey. In Heartfulness, we often speak of the goal to reach the center, to merge with the source. But every goal, no matter how noble, remains a distant dream without sustained effort. An effort without commitment soon fades. Commitment is what transforms a moment of inspiration into a lifelong transformation. It is the inner agreement we make with ourselves. I will walk this path, not just when it is easy, but especially when it's challenging. It is what allows us to continue when results are not immediate, when the inner state feels dry, or when the doubt creeps in. Commitment is the soil in which all spiritual growth takes root. Without it, the seeds of practice cannot germinate. With it, even the smallest practices bear fruit. Taji often reminds us that we are not perfect, but we are consistent. This is the hallmark of commitment, not never falling, but always returning. Every time we return to our heart, we affirm our bond with the source. Every time we sit for meditation, we are saying, I remember, I am committed. In this way, commitment becomes remembrance, and remembrance becomes love. When we live this way, returning, remembering, remaining, we are gradually shaped by the path itself. Just as water wear down stone, the daily abhyas carves away the layers that hide our true essence. Let us now move forward in the session today. And we encourage you to invite your loved ones to join the Heartfulness Master Classes, a beautiful entry into meditation and transformation, and also help share these BHED daily sessions with your family and friends. Let them also discover a life of deeper meaning guided by the heart. We will now move towards the inspirational reading, which is from the article Failure to Attain the Next Stage and Failure to Retain a Stage by beloved Taji. Talabdha Bhumi Katva is the vikshape where we are not able to attain the next stage or level in the spiritual journey. And Anavashti Tatvani is the failure to retain a stage once it has been given. There can be many reasons for these two obstacles. They may occur because of lack of interest, lack of determination, a feeling of impotency, or because we are not able to refine our character in order to maintain the spiritual level. Especially at the higher spiritual stages, such a profound level of humility, nobility of character, and dependency on a capable master are required. And acceptance and self transcendence are vital for progress. We need constant help from the master to refine ourselves in order to become eligible to enter and retain these stages. How do we work to overcome these two obstacles? The first thing is to understand that our potency comes through our connection with the source, with God, through the heart. Individually, we are important islands, whereas once we are connected, our full potential is realized. We are connected to the source of life itself. The easiest way to stay connected with the source is to associate with the master of the highest caliber who can transmit the sense of pranavati from the source itself. The spiritual journey is only a way to expose more and more of that connection by uncovering the layers that keep us separate. Prayer and meditation are both ways we evoke and maintain that connection. The easiest way to stay connected with the source is to associate with the master of the highest caliber who can transmit the sense of pranamurti from the source itself. The second thing is to understand that spiritual progress is not linear. It proceeds with a natural rise and fall. And at each stage of the journey, that is, at each chakra, point or not, there is a sequence of experiences which is beautifully explained by Ramachandra in his books Towards Infinity and Voice Real. On entering into every successive knot, there is a slight feeling of heaviness in the mind, on account of which people often discontinue the practice. But if we take into consideration that every attack of illness is followed by the restoration of good health, we will be better encouraged to attempt a crossing of the knots. After this heaviness comes a peculiar state, awakening within the mind, a consciousness of the divine force pervading all over. Next, as we become more attuned to the new stage, we experience a divine state prevailing everywhere and everything absorbed in its remembrance. But this does not last. As we merge more and more with the new stage, there is neither feeling of the divine force nor that of remembrance, but only a negation. Eventually, everything is gone. No impression on the heart, not even that of existence. So, when we progress to enter a new chakra or not, there will always be a feeling of discomfort and restlessness, just as when we move location in our worldly life, there is change and upheaval. Only once we settle into the new environment does our consciousness open up to a higher level of awareness. And then we start to experience divinity from that higher level. This is a joyful and blissful experience, and we feel that we have moved forward. If we continue to progress, we become so merged in that level that it becomes part of us, and then we lose awareness of its very existence. It is now in our subconscious mind, and there's only a sense of negation or nothingness remaining. Eventually, even that is gone. Dear sisters and brothers, let's prepare ourselves for the universal prayer. Let us now offer the universal prayer together. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। May this universal prayer invokes love in the hearts of the entire humanity. And as you prepare to rest tonight, let us offer the nighttime prayer and the reflections for the day, along with an intention to avoid repeating the day's missteps and also consider contemplating on the questions. What does staying committed look like for me? Not just in day-to-day activities, in my appearance, in my practice. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining the evening session today. And as we continue to walk together this week, may we remember commitment is our offering of love. It is how we say yes to the journey again and again with grace. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the morning session at 6 a.m. Until then, dear sisters and brothers, wishing you a very good night. And may your path be steady, your practice be sincere, and your heart always be drawn towards the divine.